You might have seen the video we posted recently of Caleb Dressel talking about going faster, and the way he thinks about doing it is he thinks about relaxing, staying as relaxed as possible when he's sprinting, because tension's the enemy of speed.
You have to stay as relaxed as you can while exerting strength. So it's a balance, and it's a balance I'm still trying to figure out.
I came across another really good clip, this time featuring surfer Kelly Slater. There's a 7-part doco-series that's being released at the moment. It's called The Lost Tapes. And in this first part, he's sitting down with Trevor Hendy, who's a legendary surf Ironman competitor here in Australia. And they're talking about breath holds. And I thought that was a really interesting concept that they talked about that relates to your swimming. They're talking about doing breath holds with rocks under the water and walking on the sea floor. And they're in the Tullibudgerra Creek in Queensland. And he was talking about when he's doing these breath holds, if he thinks it's going to be easy, it's often easy. If he thinks this is going to be hard, it's going to be hard for him. And that approach can work really well with your swimming. So I'm going to talk about how you can incorporate this into your swimming next time you go to the pool, and how it might actually help you go faster and perhaps achieve some slightly faster times than what you used to. So let's take a look at the clip first, and then I'll talk about how you can relate this and transfer this into your swimming.
Breath hold's like a challenging one because there's nowhere to hide.
Yeah.
You know, you can't breathe, you can't fake it through it. Like you either do it or you don't.
Yeah.
Trev's walked across the whole length of this. What is it? 200 yards or something? Haven't done that yet.
His first thought was, wow, that's going to be hard. So all the training I did was on the belief that that's going to be hard. I just realized in my mind, that's actually making me tense. I literally walked down and walked the whole way across, and I was just totally relaxed. Walked up and just stood there like as if I hadn't done anything.
Yeah.
And that's the difference, you know, of just a magical realization that if you think it's hard, then it is.
Every time I get a really long breath hold or a length that I didn't think I could do, I'm like, oh, it's pretty easy. I probably could have kept going.
Yeah.
But then other times I can't even get that far.
Yeah.
Like even if I'm stressing and like, you know, it's funny, nothing that you end up doing ends up being hard. Once you do it, right?
Yeah.
So there you have it. So that's a really good correlation to often when you hear feedback of like swimmers who have had a really good race, the race has actually felt pretty easy compared to when they've really been forcing things and the times aren't necessarily as good. So what you can do going to the pool next time, let's say you might have like a 200 or a 400 time trial, or maybe you're doing some sort of aerobic set. If you think it's going to be hard to hold a time that might be 2 or 3 seconds faster than what you used to, well, it's probably going to be hard and you're going to be forcing it and there's going to be tension in the stroke. Whereas if you think it's going to be easy to hold it, then it's probably going to come a little bit easier. So what I would look to do in my stroke, aside from that mental switch, which Trevor and Kelly spoke about, what I'd be thinking about in my stroke is I'd try and soften my hands, soften my forearms through the reach and through the catch. And by soften, I mean relax it, get rid of that tension. You can also soften your arms in the recovery as well. So if you're tense coming over the water, well, that really leads to tension through the rest of the stroke and it's wasted effort. So if you can be quite relaxed over the top in your recovery, relaxed in that reach and extension forwards, and similar through the catch, they're often the places where we hold unnecessary tension. And you'll likely find that you have better feel for the water. You find a better rhythm because you're relaxed and you move better. And some of those simple things, those simple changes, can actually make a difference with your speed. So if you're going to the pool sometime this week or next week, try that in your main set. Try that in your warm-up. See if it actually helps you get faster. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd go and, if you like surfing, if you like watching any sort of documentaries around sport, this was really interesting. I'm a big fan of Kelly Slater. I think he's 50 years old now, and he's still on the world tour. And just like it's incredible how far he has come over the last 30 odd years. So just from a mental aspect of sport and psychological aspect, it's a really good watch. So I'll put the link below if you'd like to check that out. And if you would like to improve your technique, check out our Effortless Swim membership. This is where I work with people on a daily basis to improve their swimming technique so that you can get into that flow of things where it feels easy and it feels comfortable. And that's when your swimming can become a whole lot of fun.